G'day folks, welcome to episode 11. Only 3 to go after this one. That's right, I said I'd be doing 20 puzzles in total and I started with 6, and 20 take 6 is 14, and this is 11, and 14 take 11 is 3. That's right, maths does rule the world. This episode is going to talk about the 3x3 crazy planet cubes. Now I say cubes deliberately, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. These puzzles were invented by Mr. Daking Bao in 2010 and produced by MF8. And I think we look on here, we can probably see Diane and MF8 on the center sticker there, or the center cap. And I'm pretty sure that Diane is Mr. Daking Bao. Could be wrong. Now these things originally were produced in coloured plastic, and I happen to have 2 of them here. In one of the highlights of my stupid things I've done list, I did actually buy all 8, and then a couple of years ago sold off 6 of them, left myself 2. I really wish I hadn't. It was a stupid decision. I was told by a friend at the time that I was crazy, and he was right, and he wasn't being pernicious with the crazy version. Now coloured plastics are pretty much impossible to come by. I think there are some people that have some, but they're not giving them up, and you really can't buy them. So why am I including these? Well, a couple of years later the black body versions came out. And the black body versions actually turned better than the coloured plastic versions, I think. When you get the coloured plastic versions first, they turned very poorly, and probably you'll see on this one I've got some blue tack in there. I don't know what it's called in the rest of the world, but it's blue tack. And it was to keep these centre caps on. They just kept coming off. And it took quite a bit of time before you would really start playing with it a lot that the turning would be decent, which is what it is now. So the black plastic versions, which you can get now, they're identical to the coloured plastic versions apart from the colour of their plastic. You can do everything that you can do with these. Alright, why did I keep 2 of them? Well, there are 8 of these puzzles and you only need 2 to be able to get the whole set. Now I've talked about this before, but for those who haven't heard of it, basically what happens is you undo the screw in there, pull out the centre, and there are 2 types of faces on these cubes. This is a 0 face, because you can see that as I turn the face, the centre parts stay fixed. This is a 1 face. You can see that as I turn that face, the centre parts turn with the face. Okay, so we've got 0 faces and 1 faces. You'll also notice this is a Neptune cap, but it's not functioning as a Neptune at the moment because I've made it into a Jupiter. That's right, so I don't even know the full 8 planets. I'm going to attempt the impossible here and see if I can list them. They won't be in order. Neptune, Earth, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, and... oh my goodness, this is so embarrassing. I'm going to try again. Jupiter, Uranus, that's the other one. Okay, I got them. Now, the 8 planets, and so that's, sure, okay, we all know that really there's 9 planets, even though the scientists told us there's not. But I think they went with 8 because there are actually 10 versions that you could make with this. One of the versions is the standard Rubik's Cube. The other version is the standard circle cube, where all faces turn like this. So the 8 planet cubes are the ones where they have different kinds of faces. So I kept Neptune and Mars. Mars has 3 1 faces. You can see they're 1 1 1. Can you? Yep, 1 1 1 0 0 0. Neptune also has 3 1 faces, but it's called 8 0. That's fascinating. Why? It's because they went 1 1. I don't know. It's bizarre. Anyway, so I've got 3 0 faces on each, 3 1 faces on each. That's 6 0 faces and 6 1 faces, and that's how I can make any version. So if I wanted to, I've got this as a 0 face. I could pull one of these. Where is it? Yep, there's a 0 face. I could just forget about the colour, screw that, unscrew that, unscrew that, swap those 2, and then I would have a 0 face here as well as here, and I would have created, this is going to kill me if I get this wrong, I would have created the Uranus cube. And of course, if I put the other 0 face instead of here, if I put it here, then I would have created something else, and I've got no idea what that is. Is that Venus? I think it might be, I'm not sure. Anyway, you can make the entire set. So you can't get the coloured plastic anymore. You can get the black body for about $22, $23 each. So you need to pay 46 bucks. If you pay $46, you'll get 8 cubes worth. In fact, 10 cubes worth. That's a pretty good deal. But better than that, there are different solving methods that you can use. So I've got on my site some corner circles last methods, and I've also got some reduction methods. And so really you're talking, if you did each of them for each of the 8 puzzles, we're talking 16 different solves of a puzzle for 16 different puzzles for $46. Great value. Now these puzzles spawned a whole bunch of other puzzles, such as the crazy mega mixers. Yes, I had 2 of them. I sold them because they were tedious. The crazy pentahedra. Yes, I had all of them, done videos for all of them, enjoyed them. No one else did at the time, sold some of them off. The crazy tetrahedra. Yep, had all them, did videos for all of them, sold some of them off. The crazy tetrahedra, the Uranus tetrahedra, had 4 sides and they were all zeros except for one face, and that's what actually caused me to go ahead and make the crazy 2-face, which you might be hearing about at some point, or you may have heard about. So these puzzles really have spawned a lot of different stuff of the crazy puzzles variety. So to me, these are an essential part of anyone's collection, certainly if you're starting out, due to the price, good price, and you can get a lot of puzzles out of them. As I said before, the coloured plastic, the turning's okay. The black plastic ones, which I don't have, I haven't bought them, but I know that they turn very well, pretty much straight away. And in terms of scrambling them, you can see that some of the things that happen, you get these little circle corners everywhere. So if I was going to scramble this one, which is not actually Neptune now, but it is Jupiter, this is the only face where the centre parts don't turn. So I would just probably be going, well, let's put some of these up here and then scramble that, and then replace them with some other ones and keep doing that until I've got a nice little separation of the edges here. I can put that one up there. What else can I do? Maybe that one. Yep, they're all there. Then I can turn them around and I'll just keep doing this until all the edges are unreduced, and then by that stage normally a lot of the corners are also unreduced, and so the goal would then be to get this back. Of course, videos for all of these on the channel as well. So if you don't have any crazy 3x3 planet cubes, I thoroughly recommend that you get them. Now, you need to get, if you want to make the whole set, you want to buy 2 of them, you need to get 2 that are complementary. So, for example, Mars and Neptune, they are complementary because this has 3 of each type of centre, this has 3 of each type of centre. You could also get Jupiter and Mercury. You could get Uranus and Earth. You could get Venus and Earth. You could get, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of combinations. If in doubt, just PM me and I'll tell you. Okay, so there it is, the 3x3 planet cubes. Hope that's been helpful. That is the end of episode 11.